Hello, welcome to Studio Pixel. In this tutorial, we're going to discuss about how to create a glowing object or neon-like effect like here in my screen through Maya and Arnold. If you don't have any prior experience with Arnold, still you can go through it. It's a very basic and easy tutorial to follow. So hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I have created one simple oval and I have typed out a text from create and type. Now through this you can create your whatever text you want, and now I have to go to rendering editor, light editor. Now this is a really important thing that we are going to use this create a mesh light objects from Arnold, which is not there in normal Maya light group. So we have to use this mesh light technique for this glow. So you have to first select the object and click on the mesh light, and immediately that mesh light will be connected with that selected object. Now by default, if you go to the render Arnold render, you will see there is a very fade amount of light which might be visible. Sometimes that is also not visible because we need to set up the settings. We need to first improve the exposure level. Let's suppose 10, a little too much, maybe 8. Yeah. So now you can see the light which is actually coming out from this text, which has been written as poker night. But the problem is that the text is not visible. The object, the illuminating object is not visible. That because the settings is something different in the light. So you have to go to the mesh light type, and you have to turn on the light visible. That you have to turn on. So once you turn on the light, you can just okay, yeah. So this show original mesh thing I'll come a little bit later. Okay, so light visible is the one where you can turn on the light and the object will be visible. So this is really interesting. You can use this to create any sort of a self-illuminated objects or self-illuminated light also, which can be act as a light in your scene. Now you can change the color, of course, as much as you want, but I would not recommend to change the color to a pure an extreme saturation, because that will actually looks very odd, because generally the maximum power or the intensity of the light will be on the object, and that should be turned into white, because otherwise creating that amount of power is not possible. Apart from that, you can reduce a little bit so that the effect of the light of the color, the changing of the color will be there, but your lights will be still on showing on the brightest part. So that's how you can create the specific type of glowing object or any neon lights. Now you want to disconnect this particular feature. This is really interesting, and you have to be very careful about it. You just simply can't delete this light type. If you delete this light type over here, what happened is sometimes you can accidentally delete your object. That also you need to be careful about. So delete the light type from the light editor, or better if your show original mesh is off, then you have to turn on, and then you have to delete this one. Otherwise you won't find this one. You have to open it from else, or you can directly break connection the light type, and then you can delete this one. So then you can start with the fresh one. So this is how you can use some glow light or neon light settings with the AI lightings. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoy this. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you very much.